Transgender sprinter Valentina Petrillo makes history at Paralympics. As if the 2024 Paris Olympics with enough controversies already, the Paralympics has seen a new controversy emerge with transgender sprinter Valentina Petrillo at the center of it. Italian Paralympic athlete Valentina Petrillo made history at the 2024 Paralympics by becoming the first transgender athlete to participate in the Paralympic Games. But she was not going to have a smooth Paralympics, and that's exactly what happened. The Italian sprinter is visually impaired, and on Monday, she took part in the women's T12 400 meters race. She qualified for the semifinal by registering a timing of 58.35 in the fourth heat of the first round, but failed to reach the final of the event. The 50-year-old ran a personal best 57.58 seconds in the second semifinal, but finished behind Iran's Hajar Safarzadeh Gahdarijani and Venezuela's Alejandra Paula Perez Lopez, who both advanced to Tuesday's final. While we did not see Petrillo make it to the final, we certainly saw her making it to the newspapers and social media, as the sports world has been divided into two sides, with most of them questioning Petrillo's participation in the women's event, terming it as unfair for the other female athletes. And obviously, Petrillo's participation drove many athletes and sports persons to comment on the issue and raise their voices. First up on the list of critics is Sharon Davies of Great Britain, who won silver in swimming in the 1980 Moscow Olympics. And what did she have to say? Well, Sharon took to X to talk about why Petrillo's participation is wrong by saying, "We let 51-year-old male Valentina Petrillo have a huge advantage with no issue at all against female athletes. Why is this being allowed?" But while there is criticism from many about Petrillo's participation, some have even lauded her performance and even consider it to be inspirational, one of them being famed novelist J.K. Rowling. Now we all know how vocal and opinionated Rowling is, and she saw the opportunity to defend Petrillo and took it by saying, "Why all the anger about the inspirational Petrillo? The cheat community has never had this kind of visibility. Out and proud cheats like Petrillo prove the era of cheat shaming is over. What a role model. I say we give Lance Armstrong his medals back and move on. Hashtag cheats, hashtag no shame." While Rowling came out in defense of Petrillo, one of the X-users called the Italian athlete out by calling her a cheating, LARPing, sexist man who steals from women with disabilities. Now that's quite harsh, isn't it? Another X-user used every bit of sarcasm on their post to criticize Petrillo by saying, "I hope the Paralympics listens to this man, Valentina Petrillo, complaining about his detractors, how inclusion should be uppermost in sports, and talking about his wonderful self non-stop. Not one word does he say about women, his competitors, fairness." Now, amidst all the rage and flack that Valentina has been subjected to, let's get to know a bit more about her, shall we? For those who don't know about her, Petrillo was diagnosed with Stargardt disease at the age of 14, which is a retinal disease that causes a progressive loss of vision. As a result of the disease, she stopped running, but her dream of competing was not over yet. Thanks to Italian athlete Pietro Manea's 200-meter gold medal performance in the 1980 Olympics, Petrillo got the courage and confidence to continue competing. She has been competing in FirstSportz since she was 41 and went on to bag bronze medals in the 200 and 400 World Championship races in 2023 with times of 26.31 and 58.24, respectively. Now, isn't that inspirational? Petrillo also has a son and a wife who he hopes are indeed proud of her achievements at the Games this year, even though she was unable to make it to the T12 400 meter final. Well, what do you have to say about Petrillo's participation? Are you on the side of the critics or on the side of those who have shown support for her and her bravery? Let us know in the comments section below.